Hi everyone and welcome to the stream. We're going to be playing some Burn today as usual. Just put up the list on screen before we start. Prefer this form of display if I am building a deck, but to show lists I prefer it like this. The side, however, this display form is better in my opinion because you can just pile on the 15 and just get it out there that I'm streaming. Alright, do I have the manual score? Okay, so today I'll do my best to keep the league score updated. I will try my best to remember, but no promises. Okay, so let's go for it. I like the list. Let's just go for a league. So classic burn, okay. And hopefully we dodge awkward matchups. Like, I hate facing those semi-jank decks that just happen to have a great burn matchup. Sometimes it does happen. That's weird. Opponent not joining the match. Maybe not so weird. You queue up and you go AFK. Sure. We just have the list ready here for the showing. I'm still not sure if I like Lurrus, but I'm also not sure if I like Searing Blaze in the side. As good as a card, as good a card as it is, I'm not sure if it's really warranted right now. I actually like this hand, even if you're on the draw. Like a turn 2 Eidolon can still do wonders. Let's keep. Opponent didn't mull, which is kind of scary, so is on blue. Okay, makes sense. Okay, so Eidolon's a bit more awkward now. Can we draw a creature here? That would be wonderful, like drawing Goblin Guide. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Well, I was afraid Dry Bolt would be not great, but Goblin Guide's definitely amazing for us, especially against blue. Hey Rafmar, how's it going? Especially against blue. Oh, whoa, yeah, sorry about that. I was setting up a hand hide, like just to have it ready, just in case, and I forgot to make it invisible. Okay, thank you very much. So my hand was Foothills, Canyon, Helix, Charm, Vantage, Eidolon, and Bolt. And I was like, I hope I draw a Goblin Guide. And here he is. Here he is. So we start smashing here. This could still mean non blue-green shenanigans, but I bet it is, because that's just the most common use for Misty Rainforest. Giving him a freeze cry. Wait. Now that got me confused. I gotta process this. Opponent plays a Misty Rainforest and he's playing a Monastery Swiftspear. So Suicide or just Prowess with the ability to fetch islands to play Blood Moon in the side. But I'm confused. Teamer Burn. Oh, that sounds so bad though. Like you could play Delver, like a couple of snaps and Tarmogoyf. I don't know, that sounds very, very weird. I have heal. So this is Prowess. Get shot in the Stormwing. Okay. No, it's just Prowess. The person probably built Prowess and didn't have red fetch lands and was like, well, blue ought to do it. Which it kinda does, not gonna lie. Okay, so here's the dealio. I can't play Eidolon now. Like, I have to assume that they have at least one piece of removal here. So I have to kill Stormwing with Lightning Helix. Because I want to be able to double spell next turn, be it... Land here is not ideal. But I want to be able to double spell next turn. And with 4 cards in hand, one being Swiftspear, I have to assume that he doesn't have another free spell, namely Mutagenic Growth. I think I just... yeah. You even have 6, so we're fine. No, great. Another Swiftspear, that's actually very decent for us. Because it's gonna run both now. He plays double Swiftspear now, and we bolt 1 and play Eidolon. And he's even saving mana to play Light Up the Stage. Oh, this is actually decent for us, seeing that Mutagenic Growth. If he had any free spell against my Helix on Stormwing, I would have been screwed, but also, if I let him untap with Stormwing, I'm kinda screwed already, and he used a free spell instead of Metamorphose to play Stormwing, so I have to assume that he didn't have any other free spells. Or even wasting a Mutagenic Growth on defense is decent for us. I'm like, it's good to save creatures, but you're also taking damage yourself. So what's my play here? I think I attack. Okay, I'm kind of at the point where I want to kill my opponent. Now land, we attack. If he blocks, we let it through. If he plays growth, we kill it. And then we play Eidolon, or do I want to play Eidolon before? Maybe I want to play Eidolon before. Yeah, I'm actually going to play Eidolon now. Because if he tries to growth in defense, my guide goes through. Yeah. Because he might try to growth now. He didn't? Okay, so now we attack. Now we're taking damage from Eidolon, but we kinda don't care. The opponent's gonna be taking a lot of damage here if he wants to kill us. And it's a free attack now, unless he has gut shot. And he doesn't block. Now that's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna save Lightning Bolt. I'm gonna save Lightning Bolt. Because I think he doesn't kill me here. Or rather, I don't think he can kill me and not die to Lightning Bolt. Okay, so he just concedes. He has no removal for the Eidolon. I have open mana, so okay. Alright. Very straightforward game one. Ripping that Goblin guy off the top was definitely amazing for us. Now this side is pretty straightforward. We play Kor, we play Path, we play Searing Blaze. Now let me just look up lists, because I'm not sure if Blue-Red plays Dragon's Claw. They should, right? Yeah, they play Dragon's Claw. So I'm gonna play Smash the Smithereens, which is sadly a necessary evil, because we can't really compete with a Dragon's Claw on the other side. Whereas their Stormwings do lock up our course. Okay, so I'm taking out non-removal because I think that this is a game where you need to be removing their threats unless you're in a position where you can win, like I was in the previous game. And I think because of CMC spread, I'm gonna leave in a Lava Spike. Yeah, that sounds okay. Sounds very okay. So we won that game on the draw, which was very, very good for us. Okay, let me think for a little bit. Bolt, Rift Bolt and Skewer are decent. Lava Spike is kinda bad, 1 land is kinda bad, and 2 Smash the Smithereens is kinda bad. I think I have to mull this. I don't think this is enough action to control the board. I like this. Oh, this is so much better. And I'm gonna ship away the Canopy land just because Sacred Foundry is 2 points of life that I have to pay once, whereas Canopy just punishes me for a long time. Hopefully it doesn't run a creature. Okay, that's great for us. Ooh, finding Eidolon is good. Okay. Opponent has Bolt or Opt. And he has a turn 2 Stormwing, which Path to Exile will very quickly clear. So do I play Land Go? Do I play Land Go here and just Path the dude he plays? Or do I play Goblin Guide, untap, play tapped Foundry Path, attack again? If he removes my guide, I'm so behind. Well, I'd rather have him remove my guide than have him kill my Eidolon, so this is a pseudo bait. And this is where this matchup's dynamic becomes very interesting, because my opponent didn't play a turn 1 creature, so instead of me going on the control roll right away, I'm now playing the aggressive role, making my opponent answer me. So Bolt's fine. Obviously not ideal for us, but him not having Bolt means that our Eidolon is more likely to stick, and he's screwed on lands even. I have to assume this is being screwed on lands. Ooh, and now I kinda wanna play the Eidolon. I think we just play Eidolon here. Like, it could go south fast if he has another removal, but I'm betting he had a turn 2 Stormwing if he had found a land. So he has the removal here. Oh, okay, that's fine, that's fine. He's gonna play Manamorphose and Stormwing now. And Spell Pierce you need to pay 2, okay, that's fine. Can't gust it. Yeah, Stormwing, he has Spell Pierce up, so we're gonna path on our upkeep here. Or, not our upkeep, we're gonna path on our main phase. Another path? Oh, that's great. So let's play land and path the Stormwing. And do I want to path now? Like, he has 1 blue source. Yeah. I think I'll path on his draw step. No, wait, he put a card on top, so I'll path on his upkeep. To shuffle away the card he kept on top. That sounds much better. Okay, so he didn't have the counter spell. And he did search. No, his turn to bait spells. Yeah. And now he kinda has to play a creature here? Or he's screwed? Okay, so he's kinda screwed in terms of numbers of creatures. He's flooding a little bit. Okay. Now, decisions. I don't think I want a Helix phase here. Like, I need this in hand. I think I'm gonna play Swiftspear here. Keep up interaction. This is definitely the type of game where I want Lurrus. Just because if I ever reach 5 mana, which is likely, seeing how this game should go the distance, I just play Lurrus, play Eidolon, and then need 2 removal spells in hand, like right away. And oh, am I gonna get mooned? Hopefully I don't get mooned here. If I do get mooned, I think I Helix face. Young Pyromancer, okay. That's an interesting one. Do I path now? I think I'm supposed to path now. Or do I Helix? I think I'd rather Helix, to be honest. Like, he has something for sure. What's this? Manamorphose? Okay, that's fine. Like, yeah, it's gonna create at least 2 dudes. But I'm fine with that. Aether Gusts. I'm not fine with that. I mean, assuming he had to draw into it, I think I'm actually fine. Like, I put it on top, now I just kill Pyromancer and attack, and he blocks me once, and unless he bolts my dude, I think he would have done it by now, right? Yeah, just Helix the Pyromancer. So he's still at opt. Okay, that's fine. Kinda. We might have a problem now. Do I attack, baiting the triple block, and then pathing the guy? Because I think I need this for something more important. Am I fine with trading against 2? I can path an elemental and just clear their board entirely. I have 1 card in hand. Yeah, I think I want to do that, but I'll attack first. Like, if he's afraid of me bolting face and up trading with them all, he might not triple block me. Yeah, so yeah, but he needs to play it safe. Like, if I'm holding bolt here, I trade with I don't even trade, I just kill their board and even get some damage in, and they can't do anything about it. So we're in a decent position now. And as weird as it sounds, obviously finding Kor Firewalker or Eidolon would start locking this game. But finding land would also be decent, because we can put Lurrus in hand, have path up, and then play Lurrus immediately into Eidolon, and would be in a very fine spot. Hardcast Stormwing? Okay, buddy. Okay, what are the chances that my opponent has Spell Pierce? Are we thinking that my opponent has Spell Pierce? I can play around Spell Pierce. The question is, do I want to play around Spell Pierce? Wait, it's doing something? Oh, okay, we definitely path this now. Just to be safe. He attacks now, even leaves up a blocker. Oh, no blockers? Okay. Well, that's definitely something. If I put Lurrus in hand here, like my opponent has nothing, so he'd need a really insane Manamorphose chain, and he has used 2. So I think this is the time where I leave Swiftspear to block and just get Lurrus in hand. Yeah. Just pass the turn. Now if we find land, I don't think we play Lurrus, because I'd really like to get Eidolon on the field off of this Lurrus. But I mean, if opponent bolts my Swiftspear, I just play Lurrus Goblin Guide, I think. If I do find a land. I don't think I play Lurrus if I don't find a land. I think I just skewer the Swiftspear. A Kor Firewalker would also be decent. Huh. Does the opponent want to kill me here? No. Oh, Searing Blaze is an interesting one. Searing Blaze is an interesting one. I don't think I play Lurrus now. But I'm thinking if I hardcast Skewer on Swiftspear, will I hardcast Skewer on Swiftspear? I think that's a decent play. Or do I kill a dude, kill Swiftspear, and attack killing the other dude? Blaze token, Skewer, Swiftspear. I don't think that killing the tokens is that much of a priority that I want to play a non-juiced up Searing Blaze. So I think I Skewer the Swiftspear. My problem is if he has opt into spell. But I think I do this. Like, I'm playing super conservatively, because I have smashed the Smithereens. Ooh. Well, I wasn't playing around Spell Pierce, that's for sure. That's fine, honestly. That's fine. We're at a stalemate. I have quite a big advantage. Okay, that's fine. He only has one Lava Dart in the graveyard. Okay, I really want to land now. Yeah, that's great. I'm gonna play it tapped and kill the Swiftspear now. Looking for action, maybe found removal. We find land, we're golden. I'm gonna find an Inspiring Vantage and I'm gonna be mega tilted. Helix is not awful. Helix is not awful. Do I play Lurrus into Swiftspear here? I like Swiftspear more than Goblin Guide, I think. I don't know, them holding this might mean removal. Like, they know I'm holding on to Lurrus. And I really want to find a land to play Eidolon, I think. My modern opponent just activated Urza and cast Worldspine Worm. What am I against? I don't even know what Worldspine Worm is. Worm. Wait, where are you up against? Well, that's spicy. Also, there's a command to see cards here. I should get used to doing that because people might not know what the card is. This should work. Yeah. That's a juicy one. Is it like Simic Urza? Just hoping to grind out everything? He also flipped it through the bridge before, but he played nothing from hand. Okay, that's definitely weird. Okay, so one was holding a land. Does he play anything here? Huh. I think I need to kill the Elementor right now. Because I need to kill the Elemental right now because it is chipping me down, right? I think I need to kill the Elemental. It's just so sad to kill an Elemental with Helix. Actually, I'm gonna save it. Yeah, I'm gonna save it. I just want a land, a basic land. Or a fetch land works. Even a canopy works here. Well, it is a land. So I'm kind of forcing my opponent to do something. I have removal for Dragon's Claw, which makes me quite happy. Cantrip, Metamorphose, not great. You can pay for Spell Pierce. Oh, he didn't draw anything. It's interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna keep passing. I'll have a strong board next turn, and Lightning Helix in hand to keep me healthy. Oh, that's one for next turn. My opponent could have the removal here, but he needs the double removal. He's gonna kill Lurrus before Eidolon drops. So he also has the removal for Eidolon. Okay, okay. But that's enough for us to win off of hand damage. So if we draw something, we can win the following turn. The opponent needs to kill Eidolon very fast. Maybe he's trying to dupe me into blocking here, which will never happen. I know he has Lava Dart in the graveyard. I haven't forgotten that. And he doesn't even attack. I think that's a mistake. Can we draw something good here? That's actually very good. Alright, so we can set up the win now. And suspend Riftbolt and pass. We can fight through one Spell Pierce. Not two though, but Eidolon takes care of Spell Pierce being annoying. Suspend Riftbolt here and pass. This is taking a long time. This matchup has been so long. Wow. Opponent's on 9 minutes. Are we not aggro decks? Why is opponent on... Okay, so what can he have? Let's be grown-ups here and play around Spell Pierce. And, well, not Aether Gust, but... can we just go for the win here? Just gonna go for the win. I'm attacking because opponent now has to block. Yeah. And now he has to dart me. He should dart me. Yeah, I like this resolve. My bold face. Okay. Well, the game was pretty much locked. Yeah, look at those draws. Pretty perfect. Oh, damn. Yeah, we got there for sure. Okay, clean 2-0. Like, that second game took a long ass time, but that's just how these matchups go a lot of the times. And we're on the don't you let Eidolon die. No, I want to have protection from crazy counter spells, because I play one bolt, and if he responds with anything, I let the first Eidolon trigger resolve, and then play another bolt, and he's at 1 life, and he can't do anything. And he just loses. Whereas if I let Eidolon die, I don't know, maybe he had double Gust in hand, and then top deck the Dragon's Claw or something annoying, and I didn't have enough damage to push through, and the game could be lost. Very unlikely, but I'd rather play 61. I should program a command to explain the 61 card stuff, but basically, percentage-wise, oh, this hand's garbage. Percentage-wise, it's... think of it as running 19.5 lands, basically. More like 19.7 lands. And from experience, like I did the math, and I concluded that it was worth it. But I have to mull to 5, that's awful. Oh, and I have to keep this hand. Well, I have to ship away Charm or Helix, because they're both bad here. And I think I need the extra damage. This is a go face game. Sorry, on 61 cards. You don't lose enough percentages on drawing specific cards or on drawing enough lands, but you do gain enough percentage in the department of not flooding. This hand's awful. Well, they were all awful. I'm not mulling to 4, I think. Well, this Grim Lavamancer is gonna be attacking for a couple turns. And I guess I just spike here while opponent's low on mana. This is definitely Death Shadow, and his plays Angler now. Okay. Mull to 4 and pray for a triple 1-drop. This hand's really bad. I know it's bad, but it's not that bad. Like, it's, you have a creature, you have one mana spells. If I draw... okay, not drawing a land here is bad now. Not drawing a land there is definitely bad. I'm gonna do something weird. I'm gonna bold face now to avoid getting countered. But yeah, this hand's bad. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but I think that mulling to 4 would have been worse. Like, this hand's serviceable enough. I even have Grim Lavamancer, the one-off, to eke out some amounts of damage. I'm taking this 5. Okay, this is good. This is good. What's the play here? I think that I play Swiftspear and attack. Okay, if he has Battle Rage, I'm just dead. If he has Bolt plus Battle Rage, I'm just dead. I can kill Angler here. If I play Swiftspear, I go down to 11. I tap this once for Lavamancer. And I'm at 10, so I can't even use both these lands well enough if he has Battle Rage. So I can't beat Battle Rage. Realistically, I can't beat Battle Rage. If I attack here, he goes down to 7. I do this, he goes down to 6. And that might not be good enough. Let's pass here. Okay, I'll shuffle it away so it's no big deal. And okay, realistically, if I block, like, am I beating Battle Rage if I block? I don't think I am. I'm not gonna block. Like, I'm not beating Battle Rage either way. Does he have Battle Rage? He has Battle Rage. Can I do anything? Huh. Well, I've got a plan. It's not a good plan, but it's a plan. And my plan involves my opponent having nothing, and me top decking Inspiring Vantage. Fatal Push, okay. And I think I just lose here, right? Even if I top deck Vantage, I just lose. Alright, so okay. Sideboard, sideboard, sideboard. He has a Grim Lavamancer's uncounterable damage. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. What do I want? I think I only want path, realistically. And what cards do I not want? I think I don't want Skullcrack. My opponent runs Cling to Dust, but even then I think that Skullcrack is not good enough. He also runs Collective Brutality, so it might be good enough. I think we shave a Skullcrack and like 2 Rift Bolts because they're a bit awkward. No, wait. Skewer. We shave Skewer because Skewer powers up Shadow. 2 mana stuff. I don't know. Having instance here is pretty relevant. My reason for cutting Skewer is Skewer asks you to deal damage and then deal some more, which is not ideal against Shadow unless you're killing them. Like, that's my reasoning here. Like, all of these are instants, so you can sandbag them until your opponent puts himself at a low enough health. Also, hopefully we can draw a decent hand now. Oh. Oh. I can't keep this. One land on the play is too risky. I say that, but I have to keep. And actually, I'm gonna ship Grim Lavamancer. Now, I want a land, obviously, but I won't be too upset if I just... No, I really need a land. And I didn't go down to 5 because of what's about to happen. Oh, no? Okay. I was gonna say, I didn't go to 5 because of this card. It's not what we want. The play here is pretty straightforward. We just play Swiftspear and go ham. Yes, push. Oh. That's fine. As long as he's having to deal with us, we're fine. It's when he starts to going aggressive that we need to worry. What is this? Thought Scour? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Angler costs 7, right? Well, yeah. And Swiftspear is bricked. I'm not gonna 2-for-1 myself. This is not the type of game where you want to do that. I need a land here. Okay, that's good. It's very good. Actually, I'm gonna do it now. Because this Boros Charm getting through is quite important. Whereas, if he has Collective Brutality, I'm gonna be super sad, but him being at 9 is so important, so no Brutality. I just take it. Plays a Shadow, that's fine. Path here would be wonderful. And I'm just dead if he has counter plus battle rage. Ooh, Helix a good one. Swiftspear's on block duty for sure. Okay, so he does have the battle rage. Okay, so here's my plan. I want him to Battle Rage Angler. And this all goes up in the air if he has Battle Rage plus counter. I can't beat that. But if he rages Angler, I'm taking 7 here, 8 here, 7, 8, that's 50. Oh, I still die either way, right? No Battle Rage? Huh. Another Shadow? Okay. Okay, so we're dead next turn. We're dead next turn, 100% here. So if he has the counter, we just lose, and we have to accept that. And if he has Cling to Dust, we might get him. Not anymore. Well, we can't do anything here. Our opponent had control of the game. Oh, he didn't have it. All right. Just fire. Yeah. I'm just explaining it, that why I'm not like waiting or anything. Okay, let's reevaluate our plan. I'm not super in love with Lavamancer. I'm on the play now, so I kind of want to be aggressive. If my opponent has Cling to Dust, he will always... so why didn't I start the turn with Skullcrack? If my opponent has Cling to Dust in hand, he will always be able to play around it. To play around my Skullcrack. So realistically it doesn't matter. But playing Lava Spike first might force my opponent to Cling prematurely. Like, I don't know, if I had triple bolt there, he definitely needs to Cling the Lava Spike, like before the spike resolves. They play Cling to Dust, because Cling to Dust is not obligatory life gain. And, sorry, card, Cling to Dust. It's not obligatory life gain, so they can play it to better manage their life total, which is a really good card for them to play, in my opinion. Like, it allows them to play around with their life total without being a dead card if they don't want to gain life. Okay, so the consideration here is I might want to play Skewer, like more copies of Skewer. And I think that Grim Lavamancer is not great here, right? Because well, actually, Grim Lavamancer is pretty decent at taking creatures from my yard, so he can Cling later. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this same. Just run it back. I have to answer a phone call, so I'm gonna be muted for just a little bit. Right, I'm back. Um, and yeah, they play Collective Brutality in the side, which is a bit weird, I know, because it gains them life. And again, it's a card that only gains them life if they want to. And actually drawing Grim Lavamancer here is pretty darn good. This Tuskar has gone, right? Okay. Knowing they have Battle Rage is actually relevant. And I didn't play Swiftspear because I want to play Lavamancer here. It surprised me how long did a card take to start seeing game. Cling to Dust, yeah, the card's great. Like, I believe that Cling to Dust is the best mainboard graveyard hate that black has by a mile. Because it basically says exile target creature from a graveyard, gain 3 life, which is relevant against Uro and against aggro decks. And it also says you can also just cycle 1 while getting rid of a relevant spell. And that's so wide for a mainboard card that has Graveyard Hate, which is relevant in Modern. Thoughtseize? Ooh, that means no removal? That's actually very decent. That's what I thought the moment it was spoiled. I don't think I thought it right away. Like I don't remember when was the moment that it clicked to me that the card was just so good. But I remember thinking, I hope this doesn't become popular. It's like the life gain is super annoying. A little misplay there, I think. I should... Oh no, it's a cost. Grim Lavamancer is a cost, so he can't even respond to exiling. Yeah, I thought that if Cling to Dust starts to see play regularly, I'm kinda screwed. Just based on how good it is. And do I want to kill this Gurmag? I might want to kill this Gurmag. Yeah, I think I'm gonna kill the Gurmag. He has 2 are gone now. Or wait, do I attack? Go Let me do some math here. I attack, he blocks, I go face, he's down to 5. And I need a land to win. If I kill Gurmag, then he needs to take care of my board. I'll also I think it's just safer to kill Gurmag here. Because he has Battle Rage in hand, so leaving Gurmag up is going to make it pretty darn tight. And he's tapped out too. Oh, that's not great. That's not great, but opponent screwed on lands. You know most of their hand. Keep block Swift. Yeah, blocking Swiftspear is great for us, actually. I need to do this before damage. Okay, so I'm fine with this 2 for 1. And he needs to push Lavamancer now. And he needs a threat. And he doesn't have any more Gurmag. And Shadow is a bit riskier to have on board. that's definitely not great. We do draw them a land. Okay, so here's the current situation. This lands, we're gonna put him down to 5, and now Guide and a spell is lethal, so he needs to kill the Guide, but he also... Okay, so Guide is taken care of. Oh, and we're dead. Oh. My god, are we dead? Okay, so Battle Rage is lethal. Okay, so he fetches to... He fetches to... Okay, give me just 1 minute, I need to answer something. Okay, so back to the math. To not give him the draw, yeah. So if he has Stubborn Denial, we just lose, because we know about the Battle Rage. So we 100% lose if they have Stubborn Denial, right? There's no way around it. So I think I just go for it. I think I just have to go for it, right? I could wait, but there's really no ifs and buts about it. If he has the counter, he wins. Yep. GG's. GG's opponent. So they did take care of the... there was no way around it. Yeah, sadly, Brutality and Thoughtseize did kind of just even as removal. Okay, so you know about the Battle Rage, no use in not conceding. Brutality was what made the difference. It took away one spell, I think, or even it has to take away one spell. It took away one spell plus gained them 2. But well, it does happen against Shadow. You can't really... Like, you need to raise them. You need to raise them, and you can't really just hold on things forever because they do run discard. tricky way to see if he mistaps. I don't think that would happen, to be honest. If he had 2 lands, that would have definitely been a consideration, but... Was there a moment where we misplayed there? Well, in hindsight, of course, there's a chance that if we Helix face when we kill the Gurmag, he won't be fast enough to kill us with the Gurmag when we get there. That's the only place where it's better to hope he doesn't have them to count on his misplay. Yeah, just... I'm gonna keep this, it's a very good hand, has creatures. And... ooh, there's an interesting line here. There's a very interesting line here, which is I have Swiftspear, Land, Canyon, and Bolt, which are prowess cards. So I can potentially fake out my opponent into thinking that I'm playing prowess. And it might seem that it doesn't achieve much, but it might make him over-evaluate removal, which is not great against us, like assuming we draw spells. That's interesting. My experience of playing against Shadow, they always have it. Well, yeah, they usually have one. They also filter a lot of their deck between Street Wraith, Bauble, and Thought Scour. They do filter a lot of their cards. Oh. Okay, as much as I'd like to play Bolt now, I'm gonna play Rift Bolt because he's on blue-white. I don't want my Rift Bolt getting eaten by Teferi. We had that pleasant experience once where we were like, he hasn't shown me Teferi, maybe he doesn't run it, and I kind of win if he doesn't have it. And then we just got completely destroyed. Opponent. What's my opponent's best play? Okay, so nothing. So I'm still not sure what flavor of deck I'm playing against. Alright. Wait. I'm really confused. Can somebody help me out here? Oh. So tempting. So tempting. I'm not gonna fall. I'm not gonna fall for that. I'm gonna suspend one. No, I have to do it, because if he plays the fairy, I can Boros Charm for the win. And he needs force. Which he'll have, but, you know. Or I can just play Swiftspear, attack the fairy, suspend another one. it's good here. Like, if it baits out the Fairy, it's actually good. Sadly, the Fairy doesn't counter spells that... Yeah, that would actually be super awesome. If the Fairy, instead of saying opponents can play, it said if opponent plays, counter it. Ooh, am I getting fielded here? I am. Okay, interesting play. Now you have 1 blue mana. But I don't have lethal, unless I draw land. Looks very risky by opponent, not gonna lie. Okay. Now we have lethal regardless of him forcing this? Yeah, okay. So is this just blue-white, playing Greenman? Greenman's so bad for control decks. My side, what is my side? I think that my side is absolutely nothing. He hasn't shown me Uro, he hasn't shown me Stoneforge. I think we can play game 2 unsided. Because I am playing the Skullcracks in the main, so... Alright, this was a very quick game 1. This stream is going on for so long. Like our prowess matchup just took a long time. Look at that, 21 minutes on game 2. It's insane. Oh, but that's how you play the matchup. You just play it nice and slow, because you... As weird as it sounds, you kind of win the long game. Because the way prowess works is they force you to... This hand's not great, but it's decent. One land's definitely not good. We have tons of spells that work under one land. We have the Skullcrack for timely and Boros Charm as extra reach. So I'm gonna keep... Hey Cassidy, how's it going? Glad you could join us. Alrighty then. Opponent moles. We like to see that. This tells me he has Path to Exile. Not ideal, but... Like, is there a chance that opponent thinks we're Boros Prowess? What did we show? A bunch of Rift Bolts, Bolt, and Boros Charm? And maybe he thinks we're Boros Prowess because of Lurrus. And over-evaluated removal. Alright. Good draw, good draw. I'm gonna save Rift Bolt. As easy as it would be to cast it here. If I Rift Bolt into a Teferi, I'm not happy. Whereas this is decent late game. Okay, so he's on... Oh, he's on Uro. I wasn't counting on that. Didn't think Band played Prairie Stream. Am I just a big monkey? Uro piles? Can I see a Band Uro pile? Yeah, none of those weird lands that I don't know the name of. Prairie Streams. Yeah, no Prairie Streams in banned lists. Remains are here, the Growth Spirals are here. Yeah, and this hand is pretty decent, because we can bluff the Skullcrack and actually have it. Uro is bad, Timely is fine. Ooh, the Fairy? Okay. So there's a chance that my opponent has Timely in hand. Oh, and that the Fairy just kinda screws it all. Well, I'm gonna shock here, actually. And can I wait? I can't wait, right? I just have to go for it. Oh, I kind of don't want to show him the Skullcrack, so I'm gonna go like this. And I know I'm screwed if my opponent has Timely Reinforcements or Uro, but I need to fight through it, not against it right now. So I need for my opponent to not have Timely Reinforcements. Actually, with my hand, I need him to not have anything. It's like... well, he definitely has something. I'd have Cryptic Command. I'll do this now. It definitely has something. Oh, I think we put it on top. Yeah. Now we're at the scary turn, where you can instant speed Timely. It doesn't cast... okay, so of course it doesn't cast anything, his sorceries are all quick. Okay, what if I bolt the Fairy? Just lightning bolt the Fairy. I actually should have done that last turn, like Charm Face. Then bolt the Fairy. I don't even know. think we just go Rift Bolt to the face again, right? He's stuck on lands. Okay, my plan is go Rift Bolt face. Like, I could go for the win here, but he definitely has something. He definitely has something. He didn't play land, so we know that all of his cards are good. Let's just cast Rift Bolt. Suspend Rift Bolt into the Teferi. Doesn't sound like a plan. Does not sound like a plan. Avoid doing that. It's really easy to forget that this card has a passive. Like, it's easy to forget. Just because Planeswalker passives are so different from anything we've seen up until War of the Spark. Aethergust again. Let's keep it on top. It's a damage spell, so why not? It's good right now to keep on Rifting Face. You have to choose between using the answers or not. Well, it's kind of fine. I mean, I think he's just thinking if he wants to crack this fetch. Like, his plan should be... Assuming he doesn't have anything in hand that gains him life, his plan should be waiting for an island to fetch another gust on top. Yeah, that works. Okay, so now considerations. Let's assume he has Cryptic Command. I think that's fair to assume. We want to force the Cryptic now. We want to force the Cryptic now. Let's bold face here. We want to force the Cryptic now because we don't want him to have Cryptic on the graveyard when he fetches for Mystic Sanctuary. So we don't want to let him untap. So he took it. Okay, so we go for it here. Wait, he had nothing? Really? Wow. Okay, so that happened. Oh, and we were screwed on lands for a while. That happened. We got Time Walk twice with Aethergust. I tapped all my lands, play a spell, put it back on top. Yeah, opponent was bluffing really well. And honestly, let that be a lesson. That's how you play fair decks. Alright? Unfair shit, you just don't care and run it all. If it gets forced or if it gets counterplayed, well, you're a degenerate deck that just wants to get the job done. But fair decks, so this is mostly fair. Like Mystic Sanctuary is pretty unfair as a card, but fair decks really need to play with what they have and with what they don't have. The opponent had nothing. I mean, he had Aethergust, but he had nothing more. that could win him the game, and he just made us play super scared. Like one timely and we're screwed, one Uro and we're screwed by now. Really good game here, in my opinion. Alright, we're 2-0. Let's see if we can rush through the rest of these games. No trophy, sadly. We lost the Shadow matchup. I think that against Shadow, you really want to win game 1. That's the secret. Because that's the secret against every black-based deck. Because their game 2 and 3, they'll have Collective Brutality, which is so strong on the play. And even on the draw. Like, imagine you play Creature, they push it, you play Eidolon, they go Collective Brutality, and discard relevant pieces from your hand. Super great card. That Collective Brutality is only set back by the fact that it can only Cryptic, Mystic, Snappy. Really, Wizards? When did you dream this? Yeah, like Cryptic and Snapcaster are fine as cards. Like Cryptic does a lot, but it's pretty expensive. And Snap. Oh, I like this hand. I'm gonna keep it. Definitely gonna keep this hand. On the draw, 3 creatures. Snapcaster's a fine card in my opinion. Like, because here's the big difference between Snapcaster and Mystic Sanctuary. With Snapcaster, you exile your card. Oh, I hate this now. Wait, maybe I don't. Having a lot of creatures. Oh, and we draw land. Awesome. That was a little white. Maybe it's not Bonza. The difference is that Mystic Sanctuary gives you the card back. So like you can just keep cycling the same card. So like suddenly your 1-of Silver Bullet is like 3 or 4 copies of it. Like that's just bonkers. So if opponent doesn't have anything to beat us here, we just win. I'm not sure what this is though. Finally finds a land, and he kept his hand for display. Another Utopia. Is it Blood Moon? No, double white. Ghostly Prisons. Creatures can attack you unless their controller plays 2. What? What the hell? Oh wow. So my board is useless? Really? Well, I know what to do. I think I attack here with 1. No, I think I don't. Rip? Well, yeah, it seems to be a prison deck. And it's that's one deck. Like, it feels that every league has one of those. Like, those janky ass decks that just beat us. Just because. Like, what the hell am I up against? Well, he's dead if he doesn't kill all of our Swiftspears. Oh. Opponent, why would you do that? Well, that works. That works. And I place Force of Negation. Okay, so that's super awkward for us. We have no answer for that. And honestly, I think I just run it back. Yeah, just run it back. I have no answer for enchantments, which is probably correct. Like, in my last... Since I started streaming like 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago actually, how many enchantment decks have I faced? Like one maybe? When I play Ad Nauseam? That's it. And yeah, that's a great hand against them. We run out Eidolons, and then we don't need to attack. Okay, because they're pseudo-taxing, I'm not gonna lead with Skullcrack. Sorry, with Fetch. And now they play Ghostly Prison. We say sure. Let me just play an Eidolon. And seeing how he is... Ooh, Field of Ruin. Oh, he can cut us off of white. Chooses not to do it. Okay, interesting, interesting. Do I want to play a second Eidolon? I think not, actually. Acid Moss. Acidic Slime. Ooh, is he gonna kill my Eidolon? He should kill my Eidolon. He is killing my Eidolon. Okay, okay. I don't know what I'm up against, but I like it. I definitely like it. Let's assume opponent was killing Eidolon because he has a bunch of 1-mana stuff. Let's replay Eidolon. I can't imagine he doesn't kill my one of my 2 lands. Like my basic, because he has expensive stuff to play, right? Must be because he wants to play cheap stuff. The only thing that kinda sucks about these games is that my opponent has pretty much perfect info about what I'm playing, and I don't. Primal command. Put target permanent on top of his owner's library. Target player gains 7 life. Oh yeah, that's a card. Oh, that's rough. That's pretty rough. That's pretty rough. Well, now I'm stumped. I still bolt face here, right? Yeah, you'll love seeing these decks. Realistically, what is Primal Command good against? Okay, it's kind of gravy. It's so expensive though. Well, it does do a lot of stuff, not gonna lie. The commands are just so interesting as cards. It's like they do a ton of stuff, like at just a bad... Is it another one? No, it's something bigger. Hornet Queen? What am I playing against? Wow, I'm actually surprised by this. Well, I block here. I don't want Eidolon killing me. Okay. Skullcrack face. Their deck is definitely spicy. But like, I don't think that Utopia's Sprawl into Ghostly Prison is great. Another Eidolon. I don't want that. I'm not gonna play it. That's a very big clock. A very fast clock, rather. Okay, ooh, that's actually super relevant for us. Is it another primal command? Eternal Witness. Does it have enough juice to cast primal command 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? It does. I bet it's gonna play primal command. Yeah. I think we lose here though, right? Oh, oh no. Oh no. How do I win this? I'm taking 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm taking 8 next turn. So I'm actually dead into... Oh yeah, I can't win this. Let's just concede here. Yeah, we were 100% dead. Alright, so that one was something. I guess I still run it back though. Like, I don't want anything. I don't want path. They're not running anything big and annoying. I don't run score. Like, there's no need for that. And creatures are bad. I don't run surgical. Nah, I don't think I run surgical. Sure, they have Eternal Witness doing stuff, but especially on the play, I want to race this. I don't want to be. I don't want to be on damage control. They're playing control cards, so I can't afford to be on damage control. But his deck is certainly fun. I'm not gonna lie, I'm loving it. Ghostly Prison. Okay, that's decent, I guess. Yeah, that's decent. It's not great, but it's decent. And yeah, I thought was pretty irrelevant. I'm gonna... Okay, I guess you want to be as aggressive as possible. Yeah, I do. I definitely do. So... I'm gonna put a land on bottom. I'm actually gonna keep the fetch. Because I think it's better, right? Like this, I put a land on bottom, so I have effectively 19 lands on the rest of my deck. But once I fetch once, I don't thin the deck because I'm just shuffling away a bottomed land. Whereas like this, the first fetch doesn't do anything in terms of deck thinning. And by the way, you shouldn't be playing for deck thinning. That's like... That's as much as a myth. Not a myth, but it's pretty close to being a myth. Like... One fetch doesn't make the difference. It's when you're like on your 5th fetch land that things start to become weird. This is 5 mana, right? Okay. So Utopia Sprawl? No Sprawl? Oh, we like that. I'm attacking first, just to see what he gets. A land? Maybe he likes that actually. Let's make sure he doesn't like that much. Skews. Okay. That's a good one, for sure. Second Eidolon. Oh, I love second Eidolon, but I think I need to kill the Skews. I need to kill the Skews right now. Fetch land is very good for us. Eternal Witness, Ghostly Prison, we're fine with that. Can we actually win here? Yeah, we can. We attack with 1, pay 2, get him to 6. Well, but he blocks my Eidolon, right? I might want the second one. That's my issue here. Because I could do that, but I think I want the... I think I'd rather have the card advantage. Well, even though... I guess because he's shown to me that my things aren't going to be attacking as often, so making Eidolon into a removal spell... Yeah, maybe that was good. I think he 100% blocks the Eidolon. But then... Yeah, that might have been better, actually. What's my play here? I think I want to attack with something. And suspend a Rift Bolt. Or like play second Eidolon, suspend Rift Bolt. Just to punish any play big time. But that kinda dies to Wrath of God. Now let's attack with Eidolon here. Yeah, but that play might have been better. I attack with both, he blocks Eidolon, I have 3 mana, Rift Bolt, Skewer and Eidolon. And I either play Eidolon, Suspend Riftbolt. Okay, so he's basically just conceding, right? Once this resolves, he can't play anything. Okay, we even draw the land, allowing us to attack through Ghostly Prison. Okay, fun game. GG's, love the deck. Interesting deck by opponent for sure. Very interesting. My message didn't go through apparently. Oh, that's... and maybe it did. Okay, so we're already even, which is what we love to see. That's the base objective, going even, and then I'd say the regular, but it's the kind of deck I play. Of course it is. It plays Primal Command. Pretty sure you're like one of 2 people that I've seen play Primal Command. Huh. We keep this for sure. It's a bit risky. I have a painful land situation, and it's prowess. Ah, great top deck. Does he have mutagenic growth? No, okay. Drawing Bolt was amazing, by the way. Oh, he's screwed? Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. He's screwed on lands. That's something you never do. You don't keep one-landers with prowess. Especially blind game 1, where you don't know if your Soulscar gets to turn on or light up the stage. Oh, there's only one way of doing this. Is it lethal? It is. Well, prowess is good, not gonna lie. This was a pretty prowess hand. Okay, so winning game 1, pretty relevant. Now we side in the anti-mirror. What do we side away? It's a bunch of Boros Charm, a bunch of Skullcrack, and a bunch of Lava Spike. And then we keep 1 Lava Spike in because it's cheap and we only want to side in 11 cards. If this Lurrus is a Searing Blaze, you just take out the other Lava Spike. I'm gonna pick up those Prowess of Burn for a while. Most hate versus red deck applies to red, black, only partial. Ooh. I like this hand, but not that much. I don't have removal for his turn 1 play. I'm gonna keep. Yeah, red-black prowess is really good at grinding out games for sure. No removal for this is a bit of a pain. Unless I draw it. Oh. Crap. Land is it's the one card we don't want to see. I'm gonna fetch a shock tapped. Well, no land is good though. Fuck! Well, taking unnecessary damage. I need to play the dude here. I draw my non-removal spell, that's fine. This kind of... What's the black in red, black prowess for? Lurrus in the side, Fatal Push, Thoughtseize in the main. It's really good. And then other stuff in the side, because black has good sideboard cards. We block here, always. Light up the stage. Ooh, that's interesting to see. Wild Slash to kill Pro Red. Well, you know what they say. I don't know what they say. I just drew really well. So I was happy. I'm gonna say always yes, always yield. Okay. Board cleared, life total up, Metamorphose down. If they play the Burb, we're kinda screwed, but they do seem to be mono red because of Crash Through. Dragon's Claw, sure buddy. Thanks, I'm just not familiar with the current modern meta. Yeah, Prowess has a lot of flavors nowadays. Pretty much the only Prowess flavor that's not a thing, I'd say, is red-green. Even though Atarka's Command is a card. So I'd still kind of play... red-green Prowess, to be honest. I think I need to be attacking with this Kor. I'm ahead in the race by a mile. So I don't want him finding a second Dragon's Claw. Like he just did? Okay, no. He's just digging now, looking for something. Oh yeah, he's definitely looking for something. And he does find a Bedlam Reveler. Alrighty then. So we really need to find the... the path. Okay, I like this. I like this. Punishing is removal spells. I'm playing this into a Braid, knowingly. Because it still taxes his mana. It gives him more time to find Path to Exile. Braid Eidolon. But yeah, Prowess has tons of flavors nowadays. Which is cool, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, I don't agree with that Metamorphose. That doesn't achieve anything. You're not playing the card you draw. Except if it's a land, but you're good on lands. I need path. That's not enough. I need path. Oh. Let's assume he can't kill me here, right? That's irrelevant. That's also irrelevant. just need one damage spell and we're fine. Not even that because we have pro red. Fork Bolt, that's fine. Okay, so he doesn't know about my Lava Spike in hand, but he did. Yeah, he did. Here's a tip if you want to play Prowess, mono-red Prowess especially, but it also applies to blue-red Prowess. And I'm gonna end this suffering actually. Poor guy. Okay, so 4-1, pretty good score. Pretty good score. Pretty good score. I think that even one of our losses can be attributed to us kinda screwing up. Of course, hindsight 2020, but still. Just look at this image. Turn 2 Kor Firewalker, opponent has no answers. If you wanna play red prowess or blue-red prowess, make sure to include I don't have it in my version, but make sure to include a couple of Pyrite Spellbombs. They deal with pro-reds, they deal damage if it's not pointing at a pro-red creature, and they still draw you a card if you're just in need of creatures. It's a great card to be playing in mono-red prowess. Make sure you play it. I'd even play 3 over a Kozilek's Return. Just because it's really good at dealing with pro-red. Like, pro-red wrecks you. It's not a lie. Pro-red just destroys you, even if you're playing Stomp. Either way, great league, gotta say. I'm very happy with this result. Sadly, no trophy, but 4-1 is what we aim at as usual. I'm gonna open one, just one, just to see if we get lucky, because who doesn't love opening packs? Unlucky. What's this? Limited trash. Definitely limited. Oh, limited bomb probably. I don't know. Not sure. And 5 play points. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so this was a fun league. We got a fun matchup in the middle there against Selesnya Prison, I guess. Really, really good stuff. And obviously, I forgot to update my score. It's always gonna happen. I think I'm just gonna give up on having my score on screen. Just ask if you want to see it. Thank you very much for watching us today. I'll be back tomorrow, and I'm starting to think if I want to play something other than Burn. I love Burn, but like a variety stream from now and then might be cool. I just don't have that many options, sadly. I can play Prowess with my little changes, like playing Abbot in mono red because for creature density, playing Reckless Charge as a one-off for that gotcha moment. I feel like the meta shifted so much in the last month that Burn is not so favored any longer. Burn is that deck that can easily be stopped, but it's also that deck that rewards good play really, really well. So if you make good plays with Burn, you get really rewarded. And aside from anything meta related, it's just my favorite deck. I just can't get enough of it, obviously. From my from all my Burn only streams, but I might go for something else one of these days. Like I like mono red prowess. I like blue red, but I'm missing a couple of things that I need to get. Like I'm only running in this list, I'm only running 2 islets, which is obviously incorrect. I think you want at least 3, maybe 4. Not running any fast lands, because I think they're bad with Lava Dart. And I also don't own Storming Entity, which isn't super expensive, but it's still something. I can also play Ad Nauseam, but I'm pretty bad with it. That could be an experience. And then, what else do I have? And I can brew some stuff. Like, I have a decent red-centered mana base that I can maybe brew some stuff. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I also want a trophy with burn, so that's why I'm insisting on burn. And again, I 4-1 pretty regularly to say that burn is bad. Like, burn has a good prowess matchup if you know how to play it. And that's really good right now. If you have a good prowess matchup, you're fine. And then burn also easily punishes black-centered decks if they have even one turn off, or don't have a early threat. We can punish them pretty easily. And even against blue decks, burn is really nice because them countering, like, okay, you saw in that blue-white, if you were here, you saw in that blue-white game where my opponent kept playing Aether Gust against me. And I had no lands in hand, so his Aether Gusts, like, I'm not gonna lie, and I don't think I'm exaggerating here, they were Time Walks. I cast a spell, tap all my mana, opponent gusts me, I put it back on top, I just got Time Walked. And he did that twice, and we still won, because he didn't find anything else. So I think that's why burn keeps being a deck, because you just punish other decks from not doing anything. If they don't do anything, you just punish them. And also, like, as much as Uro is annoying, you still have a good matchup against Uro if you're playing Surgical Extraction and Skullcracks in the main, in my opinion. Like, I've been really happy with this list. It's been yielding really good results. And most of my days, my losses are to myself, rather misplays around what my opponent has and what my opponent does. My mistakes are often forced by opponents, so it's not me saying that I'm bad, it's me saying that they're good. But it's still misplays. Yeah, the problem is when they actually find their pieces, but I'm not too experienced with Modern yet. Maybe I'm just not playing around stuff enough. Yeah, you kinda need to really respect problem cards. Like, a normal situation is you have Skullcrack and you leave it up and they don't do anything. Like, if that Skullcrack isn't winning you the game, or you have enough juice to end the game when you untap, you shouldn't fire off that Skullcrack. You should hold it. Like, but it really depends on the situation. That's why making like a burn guide is so hard, because the deck really adapts to its matchups. Instead of being something like, I don't know, Dredge, where you're like, okay, you mull to a hand like this and then just barf on the battlefield and you'll probably win. Anyways, I'm gonna end here. Thank you for watching, it was great, and see you next time. We wanna raid someone? Let's raid someone. Who's streaming right now? Let me see who's streaming. Ooh, Harry is streaming. He's streaming Vintage. Let's rate Magus of the Moon. Cause why not? Did I raid yet? Oh yeah, we're raiding. We're raiding, boys.